YouTube, what it do? Got a little story for y'all today. I don't know if you've been following my page already or whatever and stuff though, but in the beginning of this journey, I kind of told y'all that it was a situation going on with me and my kid's mom to where it was kind of disrespectful, and I had stepped out, and basically she put me out, and I had to figure my things out. And for a few years now, you know what I mean, I've been putting my trust in God and anything that I do, because I know it ain't nothing to falling but to getting up, you know what I mean? And when you done failed so many times, you know it's nothing to getting up, you know? So upon me leaving my baby mom's house or whatever and stuff like that, that was a cruel day, shall I say, you know what I mean? I left there, toe up drunk, ended up going to a liquor store and try to talk to some girl there or whatever and stuff, man, and that ended up going real bad for me. Got pistol whipped by like 3-4 young kids, and took my car, took my money. This is down here in Saginaw, Michigan, man, where it's not a real place. That's really not a real place. That's Prentice Auto San Andreas, and I stand on that. But so upon me leaving that situation or whatever and stuff, like I got beat up bad or whatever. The hospital didn't want to help me. Cops didn't care. So I'm not gonna lie, I went to what I knew best. You know what I mean? The people that helped me, it's the white girls. So in the middle of the night, I said it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was like in the middle of a tornado. I seen the white girl pull up. I jumped straight on her. You know what I mean? And, she basically like was there for me for a little second, you know, and helped me heal. You know what I mean? While I was healing. Ultimately, they ended up playing me on my money or whatever and stuff like that. But I knew that was to come. You know, I was in need of them. I couldn't be on the streets at that point in time with a huge concussion, and nobody was helping me with. But so I left from her house or whatever and stuff. Ended up in the shelter or whatever and stuff, man. And I'm not gonna lie, man, the shelter was kind of helping me out, man. It was just so good for me because they didn't want any of my money. They was helping me get business plans and writing budgets out for me. It seemed like just that little small community of people and stuff like that. Everybody was good. I was only going through bad things, or things was bad whenever I stepped outside of that. You know what I mean? Outside of that little community that we had going on. So ultimately, that ended up going bad because that's one of the other residents there see my gun, and considering what I have been through, it was no way I wasn't keeping that, you know. So they ended up making me leave, and that ended me up back in a homeless situation again. But like I said, God got me. So I'm sitting on the bench, didn't know where to go, what to do, who to turn to. At this point, when my kid's mom called me and tell me that my paperwork came in for Metro here in Ohio, which is a housing authority or whatever and stuff, to be able to help me get housing. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy, man. God just really jumped out there on me like that. So now you gonna get me housing? So she's like, yeah, I'll drive you down there. I'm thinking that this probably, because she want to move on, you know what I mean? And she don't want baby daddy keep popping up in her situations or whatever, or able to pop up. So she drove me down here to Sandusky or whatever and stuff. And then I went to go see about the paperwork in the morning and stuff like that, about my Metro. It basically was just them seeing if I still wanted to be a part of it. And I mean, it wasn't no guaranteed thing though, and I was kind of telling my sister that it was gonna be a guaranteed thing though, and she made it known that she didn't really want nobody there with her or whatever. It seemed like that always came up at the end of every conversation, so I was uncomfortable. You know what I mean? On top of me dealing with everything that I deal with, you know what I mean? It was too much. So I let my life get off track, man. Went back to hustling or whatever and stuff like that, and immediately God showed me that wasn't for me no more. You know what I mean? I brought the bag over there, was doing my thing or whatever and shit, man. Ultimately, if I can make sense about this, I got drunk and trusted in one of them to find me somewhere to lay, and woke up with my pants next to her with her thing in her hand, clutching it. You know what I mean? She's smoked all my stuff up. You know what I mean? But hey, I don't even blame it on them, you know what I mean? That's on me slipping. Like that's their main objective, to get that. So upon that, my brother put me in a situation, man, to where he like, you know what? I'm working out here at this hotel. You come out here and work for us and stuff like that, we'll give you a room. So As you can see, I got the room, you know what I mean? I've been here for about 2-3 months now. You know, I still get paid. I don't have to get a ride to work, no, none of that type of stuff or whatever. I started off as a housekeeper. It was hard. And seeing everybody not do shit, me have to do the most. So that ended up being like a push and pull type of thing, because my brother was my supervisor. And I'm gonna say this, I'm an Aries, man. So gotta be in control or something. So ultimately I ended up leaving out of housekeeping. They put me in the kitchen. So now all I do is get up at 5 in the morning, do breakfast until about 11, 12, and clock out and enjoy the rest of my day. You know what I mean? Like, shit, life is really good right now. You just get petty around here with a little talking about this person, talking about that person. And I'm one of them people that like to stay positive, man. I like to want to see the best in people and stuff like that. And people always want to try to come ruin that before they even be able to get their impression on me and stuff like that. So I kind of tell them right then and there, like, man, hey, I'm not into talking about people. I judge people off of what they show me, not off what I'm told. And I guess me not going along with what they was doing or whatever and stuff, and they crooking this and they talking shit in this, like, they kind of try to outcast me or whatever and stuff, though. But you can't outcast me. You know what I mean? I'm strong in my own way. You know what I mean? Like, I describe my situation and my brother's situation a lot like this, though. Like, he hate this shit. If you hear, he fucking hate it. So I compare a lot of my life to Lion King. So shit, Mufasa. You know what I mean? Shit. And my brother would be Scar. You know what I mean? He always wanted whatever I had. Always wanted to be me. Always wanted to be better than me. Always felt like he could do it better than me. But now he ended up in a situation to where he my boss. You know what I mean? Well, he one of the supervisors. He exert that power a lot. You know what I mean? But me, I'd have made it to where I'm in a lane to where he can't even touch, and I let him know every time. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna be mistreated by somebody just because they want to stick their chest out. You know what I mean? I can respect things and stuff like that, but you ain't gonna stick your chest out on me. But at the same time, I need to be grateful about what I got and what he put in store for me. You know, like, it ain't bad. Like, shit, I'm cool here, man. I got my PlayStation 5. Shit, money good. Shit, girls still see this as a hotel. You feel me? I got a heated pool out there. I got a gym in my spot. Kind of got it good, you know? So shit, but this is just part of the journey or whatever and stuff. I still feel homeless, though, because this is not home. I got my, like, they got they thumb on me. So when they go to talking about me and shit like that or whatever, I address situations, man, and they look at that as intimidating, because, you know, most people don't like confrontation or whatever and stuff like that. And I just like getting the common ground to stuff, because I feel like we've been I'll also say this, we've been having our tongue and able to use our tongue way longer than we was able to throw dukes or, you know what I mean, do some shit like that to somebody. So if you can't come to a common ground with your tongue, with your mouth, with your words and shit like that, you fucking intellectually challenged. Something wrong with you. You know what I mean? So this is where I'm at with it these days. I just wanted to show y'all update on what's popping right now with me. Life ain't too bad, man. I'm not with my kids anymore these days, man. That's another fucked up part of this. Fighting through that. Fighting through not seeing them every day. Fighting through worrying about another man coming in, stepping in to where I was at in my position and trying to inflict morals. And this man might not even be a permanent person, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I have no control over her household and what she do there, you know what I mean? Just because my kids there. Pay my child support, try to talk to them whenever I can. Keep asking to visit, and hopefully one day she come through for me. She's pretty good baby mom. Like, as in all in all, she's a good mom. We just had our problems in our relationship. I feel like what went wrong in our relationship was too many options, man. Next relationship I get in, it won't be no Facebook. No Facebook. I don't want my girl waking up and be able to press that little blue thing and be able to See all my competition right there every single day. You know what I mean? Or these relationship gurus talking about it should be this way or it should be that way, when these stories is coming from people that went through different walks of life, man. They didn't go down the same streets that we went through. You know what I mean? So they situation in the way that they analyze their problem and stuff like that might not be the same as ours. Well, it's not gonna be the same as ours though, because we got hella different things. So I'm not gonna say that they don't be giving good advice or nothing like that though. You can take some in, but some girls go about that shit and hear that shit and get to following somebody and think everything they say is right, like they God or something like that, because they never had guidance. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I ain't gonna speak on all the topics right now. It's just me testing this out and showing y'all what's what right now. Shit, damn good homeless life right now though. I ain't gonna lie. All I'm missing is the kiddo. Get with y'all later.